Alright guys, so I just wanted to document this, kind of, maybe it'll help somebody, I don't know. Looks like my mouse isn't working. So this is Debian 12. I installed it with Balena Etcher on a disk, and we're trying a hard drive that I don't remember if it has something on it or not, but we're going to do, I guess we'll do the graphic install, advanced options. So this is a little different than what I'm used to seeing from like Ubuntu. So we'll click that. Let's see what it does now. Okay, enter, enter, enter. So I don't know what the domain name was for. I've never seen that before. I just blanked it out and hit next. The one thing I don't like to do, I don't like a password on my computer, just because I don't keep anything on there that I give a crap about. And there is a setting where you can like do this with Ubuntu, where it doesn't require you to log on. A user account will be created for you to use instead of the root account for non-administrative. Please enter the real name of this user. We use in instances as default version or emails sent by this user. Continue. Select the username. Invalid name. So basically, what? I have to create one? That's stupid. Alright. Whatever. Good lord, I don't want none of this crap on here. Alright, now we do this. I don't like their configuration of like how they want you to log into the system and this and that. So it means that every stupid time that this thing does its thing, I'm gonna have to put a password in every single time, and I don't want it on there. I want the computer to boot up. I don't want to have to put a password in there. This machine's firmware has started the installer using UEFI mode, but it looks like there may be an existing operating system already installed using BIOS compatibility. If you continue installing Debian UEFI mode, it might be difficult to reboot the machine into either BIOS mode later. If you wish to install it and don't care about keeping the ability to boot on existing systems, you have the option to force that there. If you wish to keep the option to boot, if you wish to keep the option to boot an existing operating system, you should not choose force. Well, this drive has like some crap on it, so we don't really care. Guided. Use the largest continuous free space. I did. Use entire disk. And they give you a little more choices, I noticed, with Debian. Okay, and then to make sure that I'm using the right one, not my storage. This disk can be partitioned using one of several different schemes. If you're unsure, choose the first one. This is an overview of your current configuration, partitions, and mount points. Select a partition to modify its settings, file systems, free space. They make this I think they make this a little too complicated for people. I really do. So they're showing configure the logical volume manager, encrypted volumes. So there's a So they've put a 1 gigabyte swap, a 1 megabyte something or other, a 1.1 megabyte something or other, and some other crap on that one. And then it shows me my other drives, and I really don't want them doing anything to this, so I'm hoping. What does it say? Number one. What I probably should have done before I started doing all this was I probably should have disconnected my other drive so it didn't detect it. Okay, so I disconnected the power to the other drive. I probably shouldn't have done that because it's probably going to realize something's wrong. Let's go ahead and click back, and then we'll just see. We'll click continue and just see, because I'll let it rescan, and then it'll realize that it's not there, so it won't try and do anything. Okay, so this is an overview of your current configuration. Select a partition to modify its settings. So if you need to change any of this, okay. Now see, I don't think I saw this before the BIOS grub. So anyway, what? Oh my god. Okay, see, they don't make this. They really don't make this simple. Okay, select a partition to modify its settings. Free space. Okay. So I think all I have to do is just do that, probably. You have selected an entire device to partition. If you proceed with creating a new partition table on the device, then all the current partitions will be removed. Note that you will be able to undo this operation later if you wish. Yes. See, because I had tried to install something on it once before. I don't know if there was a failed install. You have selected an entire device. If proceeding, creating a new partition, note. I said yes. I've already said yes to this. Okay. Why does it keep taking me back to this? Shouldn't that be all I have to do? This is an overview. Select a partition to modify its settings. And free space. Okay. Good Lord, this is, I mean, cool, but a little complicated for unexperienced users. I mean, I'm having trouble with it myself, just because it's just like too many options. I don't really need this much configuration. You are editing partition number 1. No existing file system is detected in this partition. Name. Delete the partition. So you can do done. So you have to click all these stupid things on here. You just can't just apparently you can't just click continue. And it just keeps taking me back to this stupid thing here. An overview. Again, the free space. This is an overview of your configured partitions and mount points. Select a partition to modify its settings. Okay, I don't want to modify any settings. So I think maybe I click that. And then we click continue. You have selected an entire device to partition. If you proceed with creating a new table, all the partitions, no. So it just keeps doing this to me over and over. It's like it doesn't like something. Okay, we also have these options here. I don't know. We'll click that and see what it does. Guided. Use an entire disk. Continue. Okay. Well, I ended up having to do this twice. I don't understand. The disk contains all file can be partitioned in different schemes. See, this is just the same crap. I'm like, all files in one partition recommended for new users. Okay, continue. Guided partition. Okay. Finish partition. Okay, finish partitioning and write changes to disk. Okay, cool. Okay. If you continue, the changes listed will be written to the disk. Otherwise, you'll be able to make further changes. Warning: this will destroy all data. The partition tables are as following, or the following devices are changed. The following partitions are going to be formatted. Okay. Write the changes. Yes. Jesus Christ. This is ridiculous. I forgot, you know, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there are other versions of Linux that are way more difficult than this, but I forgot, like, how stupid some of them really are. And they need to make it simpler because not everybody understands this or is familiar with this, you know, and so it's really kind of like you're going to keep a lot of people from using it because it's too complicated. And it's not that people are too stupid to figure it out. It's just that without knowing and having somebody else show you how to do it, you're not going to figure it out on your own unless you sit there all day, you know. And some of the stuff isn't logical. It doesn't follow an intuitive kind of thing. So, I mean, it's not like Arch Linux or something like that. I mean, like where, you know, you almost have to do it from, you know, command line, whatever, you know, root, terminal. But this just had too many choices, too much options. It was simple. It was a very nice graphical user interface, but too many choices, too many options that just, like, if you don't understand what it's trying to do, you're just going in circles. You guys just seen it. It's like I just spent 13 minutes trying to install something that if it was Ubuntu, I probably would have already had the system rebooted and up and running. It's really a bit much. So anyway, we'll see how long that this actually takes. I'll come back here in a minute. This is ridiculous. Why is it doing this? I downloaded the entire thing. Why do I need a mirror? Holy moly. Good Lord. I guess maybe it's just pulling any kind of extra stuff. You can really get a good feel of why Ubuntu is so much more popular than some of these other distros, you know, once you start trying different ones. I haven't used Debian in probably, I don't know, a really, really long time. somewhere around the early 2000s, actually. And I remember I didn't think anything of it. I didn't like it. The one that I found back then was called PC Linux OS. And I don't know if that one's still around anymore. It had an annoying mouse cursor that had this little round ball on it. It was definitely very Windows-like. And that's why I liked it at the time, because it was familiar. And it had a really nice graphical user interface. It was really nice. At that time, everybody was on Windows XP, and some people were on even Millennium and other versions, I think. So Windows 7 hadn't even come out yet. This system anonymously supplies the distribution to developers with statistics about most of the packages on the system. If you choose to participate, automatic subscription script will once a week, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you should always answer no to this, just because they've got plenty of people that are going to do this for them. People that work for them or whatever, and it's just extra crap running in the background on your computer. So you can choose, apparently, your desktop environment, which is interesting. At the moment, only the core of the system is installed. To tune your system to your needs, you need to choose to install one or more of the following predefined collections of software. So you can do GNOME, XFCE, which I really can't remember what that is. GNOME Flashback, KDE, Plasma, Cinnamon, Mate. No, I don't know what the other ones are. I've personally been using Ubuntu, so GNOME is kind of one I like. Although I did do a KDE Plasma version of Ubuntu, and I thought it was kind of neat, but it was missing some stuff that I'm used to. So, but here we are, well over 17 minutes into this, because I have actually edited the video. So just to kind of show you what it's doing. It's been running for a couple of minutes. I've come back just to show you where it's kind of at, and just kind of install, unpack, install, unpack, install, unpack, and not a whole lot of quick progress. So just kind of so you know what to expect. So this thing's taking so damn long that the screen's actually timed out a couple times. That really, really, really took a long time. Remove the installation and click continue. I'm going to take some more time to do some more stuff. Let's see what we get. Okay, so I didn't even see if it would let me. A lot of times my keyboard doesn't work on the grub. I'm used to seeing this screen, but in Ubuntu you don't see it, I don't think. It runs in the background. Real slow. And so, of course, every single time I've got to come in here and enter a password. Now, I'm wondering if there's a way to remove the password See, with my other system, I don't need a password, and I only use a password when I install certain things. So I guess this is it, huh? This is kind of wacky looking. It is. The thing's not even close to done. Alright. No. Good Lord. So, what's so special about this damn thing? Interesting. I don't know, it kind of looks like a cracked out Ubuntu. I can see why they would fork off of this and say, hey, you know, doesn't seem to be real responsive. I don't like the lack of the menu that it would normally have. I have to click this activities thing. This is similar to what they would have in Ubuntu. And if you right click, display settings. Okay, and then like one thing too that I don't like is that I don't like constantly having to sign in and out of something. So what I'm trying to find is I'll go over here and do that. Automatic screen lock. Come on. Okay. Now I'm wondering if I can do users. Okay. I tried this to do unlock. Yeah. I tried to do this to where like I didn't have to do all this crap. And it's like so locked up. Okay, so basically no way to do anything. Maybe the automatic login. Okay, I don't know, maybe. So we'll go ahead and close that out. Let's see here. In contacts, calculators, games, some goofy name for a calendar. Libri. What does that mean? Liberal? Library? Lobotomy? Laboratory? We have network configuration, disk analyzer, disks, archive manager, document viewer, some other stuff. What I really want to see here, boy, as if that's not an attempt to look like some kind of Google thing. I'm trying to see. Okay, so we've got like a lot of the similar stuff, but okay, this is the one I was looking for. No, this isn't the one. Okay, so normally there'd be like automatic software updater, but I'm not seeing it here. That's everything, huh? So we have, I don't know what this one is. I'm not familiar with it. I've been using Rhythmbox on the other one, so I don't know what this is. Okay. Okay, so I just opened the maps thing. Never seen this before. So we got basically here. So what I want to do is see if why is it using Firefox ESR? That's really weird. It's not really good, actually. Come on. Jeez. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Okay. And then I added this crap on here that I don't want on here. So what I want to see is SDR play. No, it's not. SDR play. So usually this is how I judge how well a system works. If I can go in and download the file on this website, and we're stuck with the SDR Connect. We can't get SDR with Linux, which is really lame, but it's how they wanted to do it. So it kind of gives you a little tutorial on how to do that. But this is how I check to see how good is this thing, how easy is it to use it. So we would go. I don't know what the ARM one is, but I just go scroll Linux x64, and I click download. And as long as our connection is okay, we should start to see it to download right there somewhere. I'm not seeing anything though. Okay. So when you get into the file with this one that I found, like with Ubuntu, I'll click the file. I don't move it. I don't do anything with it. Show in the folder. I go in the folder. I'll right click it. I go to properties, and I'll make it executable, and then I'll close that, and I go back to it and run as a program, and I'll see if it will do anything. The terminal is white. Interesting. We'll put enter. Press spacebar to continue. Okay. Spacebar to continue. Oh, we got a storm coming in. I can hear the rain. Alright, so it's not working. We're going to close out of that. Open with. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have the right privileges. Open. Yeah, that's what I figured. It would do that. Okay. So, I'm going to run it as a program. It is recommended you run this as a sudo. Okay. I don't really know how to change that. Alright. We'll just try I'm actually not pressing the spacebar this time. I'm just pressing enter. And what it did last time was it just kept going down, down, and down, and down. And it stopped at a certain point. I've installed this multiple times on multiple different installations of Linux. So I'm aware of what it will do and look like if it's successful. It's really annoying that they make you do all this. This isn't Linux, this is SDR Play and their BS. Okay. So now we're at the bottom of it. And I guess we can't do anything. It won't let us do anything. So I basically need to go in, I guess, and change my privileges or something. I'm not sure. I don't even like this version of this. It's like, well, how do I minimize the stupid screen? Where's the thing? Good Lord. So, not real impressed with this so far. Okay, here's the software thing. Let's go in here and check search. Okay, we're gonna go Prusa Slicer. We'll see if it comes up. So that's an automatic bad thing right there. Let's go check for updates. Okay. Explore. Search. I don't know if this is where you can like download or not, actually, to be honest. Cura. So Prusa Slicer, not available at all. That's really weird. Let's see what it does with this. And the problem with this Cura version is it's a really, really old version, so it doesn't support half the printers that I own. So I went back in, I had to press Q to quit, but then it pulled up this menu. Press Y to return to accept the agreement. Because like Q tells you to quit, and then I don't understand why it does that. Also, I'm having trouble installing the Cura. It's like, just, I don't know. This is checking something. We got installing files. The path can be added. To continue installation, press Y. Press return. Wants the password again. Some reason it says I'm not is not in the sudo ers file, which is really weird. So it's a major failure for me. We finally installed Cura, but I can't get this damn thing to work. Sorry, try again. Sorry, try again. Okay, so basically, it won't accept my password. And this is just junk. So, not impressed with this. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. I'm sure that I did something wrong when I installed it. So we have some other related things popped up here on that. But if I cannot install the most basic programs that I need on here without a bunch of confusion and stupidity, then it's not really going to work for me. That doesn't mean that it's terrible and you shouldn't use it. It just means that I can't figure it out very quickly, and I don't want to spend my entire day doing it when I already have another system that I like better. I don't like how this is laid out at all. So what I wanted to type in 3D, and it's super slow, which could be time of the day, could be, you know. So for some reason, even though Ubuntu is a fork of this, and this, you can't get Prusa Slicer, which is kind of not good. So also, I have to create a password to log in every time. Let me see how quickly it restarts. Okay, it is 55, 56, 55, 17 even. Of course, now I got to wait until about 10 seconds in. Okay, so 10 seconds was the starting point, so we're at 10 seconds right now. Enter. 20 seconds. $30 seconds. $40 seconds. $50 seconds. One minute. One minute, 10 seconds. Okay. So it took 1 minute and 10 seconds for it to boot. That's with an old hard drive. So that's probably not that bad. What I'm curious is it now going to allow me to come in here and run the program? Compressing. Okay. Boy, it is really, really, really raining out there. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it'll take my password this time. So it's telling me that I'm not a sudo error, or it's not a sudo error file. So we already know this thing ain't gonna let me do anything. And now I don't even know how to get out of the damn thing. Okay. So apparently my permission levels here aren't real good. So where do I go to change that? Settings. Do I have to do this every time? This is really weird. Because, you know, you don't have to do this with the other one. Okay, so everything is supposedly unlocked. But what I want to do is go back in here, and I want to open the terminal. Let's see. Okay. I don't know what the hell that means, but sure. Okay. Let me go back into here and try and open this file. Okay. I give up, dude. I'm done. So, that's my review of Debian 12. I can't get it to work. I'm probably not going to, so you don't really need to leave suggestions in the comments down below on numerous things that I should try unless you absolutely know exactly why. I'm not trying to guess. I'm not trying to spend a whole bunch of time screwing around with this.